Hi, my name is John.
我是 Jessica.
And you're watching What's Cooking in Taiwan. And what are we looking for today?
我们今天要找龙须菜。
So, what is this?
This is called 龙须菜.
longshucai.
That's right.
All right. And what does longshucai mean?
龙须 is like the dragon whiskers.
Ah, like the Chinese dragon, right?
Yeah, like this.
Because the Western dragon, we don't really have like whiskers on our dragons, but in Chinese dragons, they have, you know, yeah. That's what we're gonna learn today, right? How do we cook this?
Yes.
Because I don't know how to cook this, and you probably don't know how to cook it either. So let's go home and learn how to cook this.
Let's go. This is what I do. Just 1 teaspoon of baking soda. And dissolve it in water. And use the water to rinse your vegetables. This is good enough.
To dry it?
No, don't dry them. Just
shake the water out.
Yeah, shake the water out.
Okay, so if you want to store it after you wash it.
Yeah, you can get a piece of paper towel and put it in a plastic bag or even a container that you're going to put the vegetables in, and then just put the top part in the plastic bag.
Yeah. So what does the paper towel do?
It kind of absorbs the water that's left in the vegetable.
Okay.
And then when it's in the
kind of
fridge,
keeps it moist in there, right?
Yeah.
So it doesn't get dried out or whatever?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then you can just tie it up afterwards.
And how long will this last in the fridge if we just wanted to leave it in there for a few days?
Maybe not keep it in the fridge for too long. Maybe, I would say the most probably 3 days.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
But we don't want to store it in the fridge. We want to cook it. So.
Yeah. So.
Let's get on to cooking.
Cooking part. Cut it like this.
Yeah, that's probably easier.
Yeah. And then this is ready to go.
Okay. So we have the vegetable or the longshucai. Longshucai. What else do we need to cook with this?
Well, there are many ways you can cook this vegetable, but this is the things that I like to put in the dish. This is ginger.
Okay, you already cut that up?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then this little black fermented black beans.
Okay, and what are those? Oh, let's look at the bag so people know what this looks like. And it just says on here in Chinese, dough. What is that?
豆豉.
豆豉. Okay, and it says on here in English, fermented black bean. So should be able to find it pretty easily, right?
Yeah. And I know some foreigners don't like the taste of this black beans, but if you really don't like it, it's okay. You can, instead of using all these ingredients, you can just use garlic. We will need some soy sauce.
Soy sauce?
When you're using the black bean, the fermented black beans, make sure you don't put salt in there. Okay. Because it's already very salty. Right? And if you put salt in there, it will taste really salty. Okay. But you will need a little bit of thin soy sauce.
Okay. And I see you have some water here too, right?
Yeah, some water because sometimes there's not enough water in the longshucai. And you can add a little bit of water. And of course, we'll need some oil. Okay. And once in a while, if I feel that it's too salty, I'll put a little bit sugar in my dish.
Okay. All right, let's get started.
Before you put oil in your pan, remember to either wipe the water off the pan, because sometimes if there's water left in the pan when you put oil in there, it's going to become disaster. So
exploding.
Yeah,
disaster.
so you don't want that to happen, because I want you to love cooking, not afraid of it. And once the pan is hot enough, like the pan I used, it will show like when the mark it disappeared, then it means it's hot enough, and I can put some oil in there. And you don't need to put too much oil.
Okay.
And the first thing that you want to put in there is the sliced not garlic, sliced ginger.
Ginger, yeah. Okay.
You hear the sizzling sound, and then when you smell that good aroma from ginger, that means it's ready. Then you can put other stuff in there.
What's next?
You could put the fermented black bean in there.
Okay.
Kind of like waking them up from the dry process.
Okay. I can smell it.
Smells really good. And then it's ready for the vegetables to go in.
Wow, it seems like a lot.
Yeah.
But it'll cook down, right?
Yeah, it will cook down a little bit.
Okay.
And it's really easy to make Chinese stir-fry vegetable. You just make sure that they all mix well. All the ingredients all mix well. You can add some water in there before you put the lid on. I would say about 1 cup of water. And then cover it. So make sure when you're simmering it, you turn the heat a little bit lower, or it could get burned.
Now, about how long do we have to wait for this to cook?
I would say probably 1 minute.
1 minute, okay.
Okay. About 1 minute.
Yeah, it did get a little bit smaller, and it looks darker green.
Yes. And if you are not sure if it's ready, just feel free to pick one up and put it in your mouth and taste it.
See if it's tender enough, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because some people like it crunchier and some people like it really soft.
Okay.
And I'll put a little bit of the soy sauce. You don't want to put the soy sauce in too early because it sometimes get like burned easily.
So maybe put it in at the end, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. So now we can cook it a little bit more.
Yes.
Turning the heat back up again.
Yeah. I think it's ready.
All right. Let's try it.
Yeah.
Well, I can smell the ginger.
It smells good.
Okay, let's give it a try here. Now, this would usually be used as a side dish, right?
Yeah.
With meat or fish or something else, right?
Yeah. And it goes really well with rice.
Okay.
And if you want noodles, you can put it on noodles too.
Okay. Cool. Alright, well, thank you for joining us. This is the first episode of
What's cooking in Taiwan.